The guitar course I think most of you all would benefit from most that I made is called a tips and tricks guitar course, because I have found when I'm talking to new beginner guitar players that they're just like me. And I thought if I knew 5 chords, my guitar skill level's here. If I knew 10 chords here, 20, and I would get chord books, I would look online at different chords, and I would just work on getting my fingers in different shapes, try to every now and then do a bar chord. And I thought the more and more chords I could learn, the better guitar player I would be. And the longer I've played guitar probably about 30 years now. We're going on 30 years. Time flies. And I've found that it's not about learning more and more chords. It's kind of what can you do within a certain chord set. When you're playing a song, for example, y'all know I play a lot of songs in the key of G. So it uses that G, C, E minor, D. You might have an A in there, or maybe an A minor. But you've got a chord set within a song that you're just going to play those chords to play that song or thousands of others. So you can do so instead of just a standard strum, the more strumming patterns, it might be you might do palm mutes. You might throw in something like a little hammer-on in between the chords, something like that. And that's going to kind of spice up your playing. So it's not about take my 5 chords and try to make that 10. It's take your 5 chords and think of how different ways can you make the sound better. A couple things I go over in the course. For example, you might take the G chord, just use your thumb and do it what I call 4-string picking. Go to C. So that's one way to get better, is maybe take a certain chord or chord set and just work on a steady picking pattern. You might do what's called a pinch drum. That's a great way to have a different sound. So you would pinch 2-string, you'd pinch, flip, stop. So stuff like that. So again, you could do the hammer-ons. Maybe you would learn different ways to open up a song. I'm trading my sorrow. I'm trading my pain. And so forth. Maybe it's like certain ways walking in and out of chords. And again, I don't know what kind of music you play, but there are a number of different ways you can get better. Different strumming techniques is one of the best things you can do. Like I said, palm mutes, different things where you emphasize. Is a great way to emphasize certain strums, then linger until the next chord change. I tell people all the time, if you learn to move your fingers within the chords, it's going to make such a difference. So for example, instead of just a standard G, take that first finger off. So now I'm strumming, taking my first finger on and off whatever string it's pressing. So forth. So that's a great little practice technique. You can work on little intros. All kinds of fun stuff. But again, the main point of this video is don't focus just on learning more and more chords. Practice one thing. This tips and tricks course, for example, has a bunch of different chapters. Maybe take one chapter a day and just really work on that one thing. That's what I'm trying to get my son to do. Just walking in and out of the G and E minor chords, walking into chords, track chords, bass strumming patterns, blues riffs, finger picking, strumming without a pick, how to use a capo, how to transpose chords, pinch strumming, hammer-ons, pull-offs, palm mutes, D chord versions, solo ad tricks, finger movements, different things you can do. Take maybe one chapter and work on that specific thing for that day. So again, guitar can be overwhelming, but don't try to get too fancy too fast. And I tell people a lot of times, learn one song. Learn one song that you really know the lyrics to. I'm gonna be somebody. And you're just doing down strum. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. And then after you get a little, I'm gonna be somebody. I'm just string stops. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. Because learning to move, take fingers on and off while you're sitting on a chord. I'm gonna be somebody someday. So like that. So instead of just always trying to learn more and more songs, get one song that you really know well and just practice little tricks you can add in and that kind of thing. These are just a few little tips. But guys, guitar is so much fun. Get you 1, 2, 5 songs that you really know well. You know the lyrics, you know the chord order, all that kind of stuff. And then think of ways you can switch your strumming pattern up. It might be a bass drum. When his life is over, I fly away to where joy will never end. I fly away. And so forth. All right, guys, if you want to get this course, go to countrysongteacher.com. If you've been playing guitar under a year, you definitely want to get this. countrysongteacher.com. It's called the Tips and Tricks course. It's going to give you so many little things that you can just work on each day. Take one chapter a day and just really work on that, maybe one a week. And really get that down, then go to the next chapter. Really get that thing down, then next chapter. And before you know it, you're going to be sounding really advanced and playing all kinds of songs and having a lot of fun doing it. So thank you for stopping by the channel. I love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.